Welcome, streamers and listeners, however you're streaming us via Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it may be. Welcome to our first CT Tech Talk episode. We are super excited. I am your host for this episode with a co-host this time around, Madison Donor, and we have Kade. Hey, Kade.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Kade Herbert. I'm the marketing manager here at CallTower. And yeah, we're excited to have an inaugural episode of CT Tech Talks.
Yes, and as our partner marketing strategist here with CallTower, we were really in 2023 kind of the marketing team putting our brains together, trying to collaborate on another way to reach our partner community as well as just tech enthusiasts. And videos and podcasts are really catching and intriguing to, it seems, every audience out there. So we said, you know what, why don't we turn a little tech talk, CT Tech Talk, into a podcast? So that's what brought us here today, and we're super excited. We kind of put all our heads together, and we wanted this to be something that not only the marketing team, worked with our partners with, and tech enthusiasts with, but also our sales team to be involved, and our solution architects, everyone, behind everything and our capabilities and solutions here at CallTower. So this podcast, CT Tech Talks, will really be a mix. Might be a different host every time. With our sales team, our channel directors, might be, one of our solution architects going into detail about some new features, integrations, or, it might be myself or Kade talking to one of our channel directors through a success story they recently had. We want to get out there, good win. We're already having some great wins so short into the new year, so it's really exciting, and can't wait to bring you all that good stuff this year on CT Tech, on our podcast and the CallTower podcast network, which has so much going on for it right now. We're really excited. And Kade, what are you looking forward to most coming out of CT Tech Talks?
I'm looking forward to seeing what people find interesting that we can deliver. We have a lot of really smart, very well versed, very people, industry veterans, people who have been in our industry forever and know it backwards and forwards and are right on the cutting edge of the new technologies that are coming out. And specifically in 2024, oh, excuse me. Well, it's really dry. It's winter right now. It's January 2024. We wanted to launch the new year, so pardon my cough. In 2024, what obviously the hottest topic that we're going to be addressing is AI, right? AI is everywhere.
I'm sure we'll have a lot of AI discussions here.
Yes, yeah, and AI, the kind of the data-driven side of AI is going to be able to affect pretty much everything in the tech space. Everything that would be kind of a drudgery human, someone sifting through data, AI is just going to take care of that. And how does that really affect things like UCAS and CCAS and collaboration that in the space that we're dealing with? Well, it will be able to, kind of create a smarter, more user intuitive communication experience. It'll be able to do of course, we're recording this in Microsoft Teams right now. So it would be able to, like Microsoft Copilot, which is the AI that Microsoft is using for Teams, would be able to do things like summarize what our entire conversation was about, or make appointments or meetings based on what we talked about. If we said, hey, Copilot, make a meeting for next Thursday at 3 p.m. and for this same group, and it would be able to take care of things like that. So we don't spend all day, just tooling through Outlook and trying to make schedules work and stuff. Like, it will just take care of that, which is it's kind of crazy. So it cuts out a lot of that weird middleman stuff that we don't really like doing. We can just kind of focus on our work instead. Along with that, there's all this smart technology, like there's a lot of routing, like if one phone line or internet voice over internet protocol system goes down, it can reroute it automatically. We do have systems built in to do that based on feedback and monitoring, but to be able to do that smartly, automatically, to be able to find maybe new avenues that would work, AI can take care of things like that. So AI and the combination of AI and UC tools, that is
Biggest,
2024.
big buzzword, AI.
Yeah, it's all over the
But
place.
I mean, you touched on Copilot there. Everyone, has been hearing about Copilot since last year, 2023. But I just sat on a meeting with Cisco, and Cisco has they're revamping their AI tools
Yes.
in their WebEx space. And it was really cool. And the interesting fact, our sales folks will find this interesting, is that with Copilot, there's an additional licensing cost.
Hmm.
But with Cisco's,
It's ground
there,
floor. Yep.
yes, there isn't. There's no
Hmm.
additional licensing. So
Yes.
I think, that's going to be interesting, from a
That's
cost
going to be a
planning
major
perspective.
component of like sales decisions. Like,
Absolutely.
hey, if someone's 50-50 on WebEx or Teams, and it comes down to AI, it might be like, hey, it's free with the WebEx, it's an add-on with Microsoft.
Yeah.
How do we weigh that, and how do we weigh adoption too? A team might be more familiar with Teams and be like, let's make the effort and have it go be with Copilot, or hey, well, let's make a big change and have a built-in system like WebEx's AI system. I know that essentially every solution provider that we work with has something. Zoom has a really great AI system. I know our Metaswitch platform has AI built into it. Even our contact center solutions, of course, Five9 has it, so Gary has it. All of our friends are playing with their new
Yep.
toys, so it's
All of
really
our
fast.
keys to success.
It
Yes.
really is,
And another,
and
yeah.
yeah,
And then another thing that, you mentioned was international. I mean, like being able to reach a broader audience in 2024 with, our capabilities. And I think that is a big goal for CallTower this year in our industry. And I think industry wide, not only CallTower, but the, tech enthusiasts, cloud communication, expanding internationally, globally
oh yeah,
is definitely going to be something that we discuss a lot on this podcast. We just did a success story on a Cisco WebEx calling opportunity that we closed, and they did porting and international gateways in Kenya and Lagos, Egypt. I mean,
yeah, all over
definitely
the place.
expanding, our footprint and our capabilities. So I'm excited to see, what we can discuss here with, the team about our international wins.
Yeah, as AI grows and everything becomes more cloud based, the world just shrinks smaller and smaller, right? If you're on the cloud, making something happen internationally is that much easier. And those cloud based, I mean, I think in general things have been moving towards the cloud at a pretty rapid pace, but in 2024, it's just going to keep accelerating. So in a lot of international markets, we're going to be skipping technological leaps. We're going to be going from making telephone systems work straight to the cloud-based telephone systems instead of skipping a few on-premise systems. So we can expect to see a lot more stuff like that, and we'll be talking about that as well. Um, on that same note, the cloud also consolidates a lot of communication channels, right? Like instead of having one vendor for contact center and one vendor for your UCAS system
It
and one vendor for your
puts
telecom,
things under one roof.
one roof. Yep. Since it's all in the cloud anyway, you're saving money by consolidating all those vendors. You only have one point of contact for any of your issues. Like if you have a billing issue, if you have a connectivity issue, or if your network is just down, it's all in one place, and you'll be able to talk to one person who's there 24/7, and save yourselves a lot of trouble that way as well. So and as the world gets crazier and crazier, there's more things that can kind of throw a wrench into your communication network. You might have a flood. We had some weird flooding here, in I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we had some not international, some once in a century storms this year, and yeah, it was important that we had a lot of redundant emergency systems. That's something that's going to continue through
And fa-
2024.
yeah, and
So
failover, definitely.
yeah, yeah, lots of failover options, a lot of voice redundancy options, things like SD-WAN, smart systems, AI powered systems that can keep you up and running through any emergency that you might have.
Yeah. And,
It's
another thing is safety.
mhm.
There's going to be so many new developments with school safety or,
Yeah.
campus safety and those types of integrations. We have, Informacast, we provide that. So I'm really
Yes.
interested to see how, AI is integrated into that, how reliable that is.
Mhm.
So I think that's something that I'm going to be looking into this year
Yeah.
and looking to talk to some folks about definitely. But Kate, what do you hope people gain from our new Call Tower podcast network? I mean, we have your CT Cloud legacy episodes, we have our new
Yes.
call with Call Tower, we have CT Tech Talks. What can we expect? We already touched on the CT Tech Talk podcast. What can we expect like from a whole? What can our listeners, be hearing from us?
Well, I'm hoping that I I'm hoping that people who are potential customers will come in, say, I'm looking for a new system. I'm look like we have, we have Microsoft Teams and we have a third party telephone system. It feels a little outdated. What can I look for in options? How can I pull in things that we need? Like we also need contact center and we don't have it right now. I'm hoping someone can come to one spot in the Call Tower podcast network and find information about all those topics that they want, and that they can do it in kind of a casual setting. They can listen to one of these podcasts or any number of our podcasts, be like, okay, they're all of these solutions are all under one roof. It's a one-stop shop. I don't have to worry about porting numbers 1,000 times. It's just one port. It's the last port you'll ever need. And
We love
I'm
that.
hoping,
We love
yeah,
that.
I'm hoping
Trademark
that
that.
people will see, okay, we'll have everything we'll ever need if we go with Call Tower, and that there's all this information in the Call Tower podcast network that will lead them to being able to make that decision or a different decision. So that's kind of what I'm hoping that people will see. I also hope that partners will do the same thing on behalf of their customers, right? So they'll come in, hey, I have a customer with kind of a unique set of needs, right? We have a lot of those, and Call Tower is really, I think, where we shine is where we find a customer with a unique set of needs and we're able to meet that, and we can do that all under one roof. We have one admin portal for all of our solutions, Call Tower Connect. It's really amazing proprietary stuff that we've been able to develop, and that way we can make our customers' lives easier. We can save them money, and we can work together to keep them connected with all of their people, whether it's just in one office or worldwide.
Yes, worldwide. My favorite word right there for 2024.
Yeah.
Besides AI as a buzzword,
Yeah,
worldwide for Call Tower is
absolutely.
another buzzword. Well, thanks so much for doing our first episode, Kade, with me. And, we're so excited about this. If you're
Yes.
listening and you have any questions or topics or ideas you'd like us to cover or our solution architects to come on here and talk about, our channel directors, our sales team, feel free to reach out to us. Leave us a voice note on Spotify. You can reach us on social platforms, give us a follow there, and our website. Check us out.